In the film Sorry to Bother You and Exterminate All the Brutes, Episode 2, Who the Fuck is Columbus?, filmmakers Boots Riley and Raoul Peck weaponized long-form cinema to interrogate the role of Euro-white rule of law through the creation of new Afro-Surrealist worlds, in which the current state of white imperialist cultural hegemony is openly dissected and fundamentally questioned. These practices are integral in constructing visual modes of critical interrogations of race, reform, and the rule of law. Riley's Sorry to Bother You directly interrogates the interplay between capitalism, whiteness, and the rule of law through the lens of black aesthetics. The film's Afro-Surrealist world becomes strikingly clear upon Cassius's entering of the world of the power callers. This world is undeniably white, from the forced use of white voice, the minimalist and clean decorated spaces, to the overwhelming majority of white people that occupy the space. Even though he feels initial discomfort by this, his learning of the conventions of whiteness lets him become one of the so-called masters of the word of Patricia J. Williams's book, The Alchemy of Race and Rights, giving him access to capital, which then allow him wealth and power. As he further assimilates into this space, he ignores the morality of his situation by putting faith into the rule of law, a law which protects the holders and controllers of capital, the power callers, Regal View, and Worry-Free. A catastrophe is then presented which breaks any potential sense of good morality of Worry-Free, the discovery of the Equisapiens. Worry-Free CEO Steve Lift's complete disregard for the morality of the situation, instead focusing on the science and legality of it to justify his actions, presents a clear contrast between the role of the rule of law in imperialist corporate capitalism and the interests of the laborers themselves. Peck's Exterminate All the Brutes investigates the way historicity plays a role in constructing modern perceptions of the rule of law. The introduction of the second episode, Who the Fuck is Columbus?, shows a fictional historical reconstruction on the shore of Haiti, or historical Haiti, as colonizers arrive in the year 1492. An aspect of surreality introduces itself in that, within this clip, the Haitians are wearing modern clothes, cheap and worn-out t-shirts, basketball shorts, and the like, the type to be often seen in the clothing racks of low-cost stores like Walmart. The indigenous Taino, who would have occupied the same lands in the year 1492, would have worn traditional garb very different from this t-shirt and shorts outfit shown in the film. This has the effect of placing modern indigenous peoples into the same positions as those shown in the film. Euro-white supremacy's targets for conquest, colonization, and imbalanced and often unjustified revenge and violence. The rule of law shown in the historical situation is then reframed and revealed to be an ongoing one that has never changed in its roots but has only slightly changed in its appearance and presentation. Despite the surreality of the visuals, the films represent the present. The effects of the contradictions, lies, and consequences of the rule of law and its Euro-white formulations, serving whiteness and capitalism, are inevitable and inescapable. These films bring to the forefront these realities through their surreality and forces the audience to visually interrogate the realities we face.